Approach to problem solving. Everyone faces problems and they must solve them. Question being, are we able to solve our problems in the most effective manner? Is there a method to improve our problem solving technique which one can practice and learn? Yes, it is possible. Once it becomes a habit, you will follow it automatically whenever a problem arises. First, let's understand what is our current reaction regarding the approach to problem solving. First, do you look at problem as A. An opportunity to learn from and find a new path, or B. Just a problem which must be solved anyhow, so it's out of your way? Second, when a problem arises, A. Do you start planning how to tackle it, or B. You just push it away and think it will vanish on its own? The answer will differ from person to person. Your answer to these questions will help you build the ability to problem solving. In a professional environment, your approach to problem solving will be given a lot of importance as it reflects your capability. Some of the key capability areas which are considered as part of the person who is good at problem solving are initiative. You step up and act without being asked. You look for opportunities to make a difference. Creativity. You can think of a different approach on your own and have the ability to go beyond traditional approaches. Resourcefulness. You adapt to new or difficult situations and develop ways to overcome problems. Analytical thinking. You can use logic and thinking to analyze a situation. Determination. You are persistent and do not give up easily. Result oriented. Your focus is on getting to the desired outcome, solving the problem. Most essential element to becoming an effective problem solver in any area of your life is to have confidence in yourself. The confidence will only come if you are in the habit of creating a clear process in your mind to approach the problem. With clarity, you can solve a problem quickly and effectively. Now let's look at the process which can help you in becoming good at problem solving. The 5 steps are: first, defining the problem; second, creating alternatives; third, evaluating and selecting alternatives; fourth, executing solutions; and fifth, monitoring execution. Defining the problem. We need to first ensure we are defining the problem correctly and not getting lost in dealing with its symptoms. The core problem area must be dealt with. To get clarity, ask enough questions about the problem. The moment the problem is defined well, it changes the way of thinking and one starts seeing the alternatives. Don't forget to write down the problem. Use maximum 4 to 5 sentences to do it. If the problem is still not captured well, break it down into 2 or 3 or more parts and define each one specifically and clearly. Each problem is a small piece of the bigger problem. For example, if the problem is how to pay off the student loan taken for studies while still in college, the broken down version can be A. How to find a job while studying which can help pay off the loan. B. How to find time to do the job without missing the classes. And C. How not to spend the money earned on other things but save to pay off the loan. Discuss it with someone like a friend, parents, or colleague to check if your problem definition is correct and specific. At this stage, also identify your role in solving the problem. Second, creating alternatives. Talk and discuss to find solutions to the problem. Depending on the nature of the problem, you can keep others involved. For personal problem, it can be members of your family or friends you can trust and are comfortable with. It will simply help to collect as many ideas as possible, then one can filter them later to find the best idea. Don't overlook or kill an idea at the discussion stage. Just hear it out and make a note. This is not the stage to kill the thinking. When you consider you have few alternatives which are good, it's time to move to the next stage. Third, evaluating and selecting alternatives. Once we have the list of alternatives ready, we can look at screening it and finding the best possible alternatives. It's likely that more than one will be a good option. So how do you decide which alternative to select? To arrive at the optimal approach list, we need to evaluate and then select. Steps to be taken in that direction are: first, which of the alternatives is most likely to solve the problem for the long term? Second, which approach is the most realistic to achieve for now? Third, are they affordable? Do you have enough money and time to implement the approach? Fourth, what is the extent of risk associated with each alternative? Fifth, personal commitment. How much is your belief in the approach? Will you be able to commit your time on it for the complete period? Basis the above, we will have the best possible idea selected which can be implemented by you within your budget and capabilities. Fourth, executing solutions. Now we have the best shortlisted approach. The time is to execute it. Key points to remember while executing are: first, what steps should be taken? Clear steps to be identified and solutions like just going to try harder to pay off the loan should be ignored. Second, allocation of resources in terms of money, time, people, and any other facility. Third, how much time will be needed to execute the solution? A clear schedule with timelines should be created. Fourth, the main person responsible to ensure execution of the plan should be identified. Fifth, the answer to these points should be written down and shared with concerned people. Fifth, monitoring execution. Normally, people relax once they have executed the solution to the problem, but execution is not exactly the last step. If the executed solution is not monitored and given some guidance as required, then the success rate goes down. Some measures of success are: first, are you seeing some results which you would expect from the executed solution? Second, is it following the timeline set by you? Third, is there going to be a shortfall in the resources, that is, money, time, people, etc., before the result? Fourth, if the plan is not followed as expected, then it's time to think about: was the plan realistic? Are there sufficient resources to achieve the plan on schedule? Should the plan be changed? Effective problem solving does take some time and attention, but it will take even more time and attention if a problem is not well solved. A problem is like a curve in the road. Take it right, and you'll find yourself in good shape for the straight way that follows. Take it too fast, and you may not be in as good shape. A small task for you to practice. Look at your life or surroundings and see if there is a problem you have been ignoring. Take the problem up, discuss it, write it down, and use the process you have just learned and go ahead and start solving the problem.